Recently, one of our guys started showing interest in training Muay Thai alongside his Filipino martial arts work, so we wanted to see what we can do in terms of his hip mobility in order to help in that pursuit. The idea was that a lot of the demands of Muay Thai, and honestly the other kicking arts, Taekwondo, Tang Soo Do, so on and so forth, requires a lot of very good hip internal and external rotation. Right? In that regard, it's actually not that dissimilar from dancing. So, pulling from that type of pedigree, we started with 90-90 drills, the switching variant, kind of like what you're seeing here, to help with internal external rotation, kind of an active mobility drill as a warm-up. You've seen me do this before, but it has such high crossover to so many different skills, you'll see this happen over and over again. Something that doesn't come out as much is something called a cobbler's pose, or sometimes called as Taylor's pose. This is a very common drill for a lot of the martial artists and dancer types because both of these skill sets require a lot of active strength in the external rotated hip, right? So you bring your feet in, drive the knees to the floor using the strength of your thighs. You can add resistance and a contract-release aspect to it using your own body weight or adding weights to your knees. What I recommend against is sometimes traditionally people will stand on a partner's knees to try to drive it down further. That's a bit too much. Use 10 to 20 pounds. Deload as you get better. Don't add load because it's not the kind of exercise. Once the hip capsule is dialed in for internal and external rotation, the other aspect is to work the adductors and the hamstrings. For those that don't have the language, the adductors are the inner thigh muscles. And for that, we have the Cossack squat, aka the Goku for my anime nerds, myself included. If you don't know why that's referred to as such, just watch a show for like 5 episodes and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, with this one, you can treat it like a long isometric, similar to the Taylor's pose or cobbler pose. What I like to do is go between stretching one leg to the other one, using the transition as the mobility drill, training my muscles to do what they need to do. This last drill is something that I took straight from bar training and watching other dancers work. In this one, what you're going to do is a standing internal external rotation type of drill. And what you end up doing is you prop your leg up on something so you can remain passive, and you just practice slowly or quickly rotating with your whole body. You can see in the context of a martial artist how this would directly become the thing that becomes a round kick or a knee or etc. etc. Aside from that, what you can do is use the same setup and you can practice abducting as in elevating your leg closer to its end range of motion. So I prop it up, right? And then I practice raising my leg up, but instead of going through the whole range, I really just focus on getting it as high as I can, knowing that I'm going to land relatively close to that range. The combination of that rotational drill plus this elevation drill allowing me to have higher kicks, which you can tell has application for both sides. Thank you.